What is going on, guys? Welcome back to our Let's Play here on the Bedrock edition. Now, as you can see, we've got a bunch of random animals. Really? You just pulled my crops. Now go away before you do the same. I'm gonna have to go fix that now. Now, this is only around about 10-15 minutes after I finished recording the last episode, so nothing whatsoever has been done in process. You can even tell that the same baby chickens are still there waiting to grow up. Now, let me go quickly fix this crop, because otherwise it will bug me. There we go. Why is that one not tilled and planted? There you go. And then we can throw that back in its place. This is just my odds and ends chest, as you can see, just random bits that hasn't got a place in our storage system yet. Now, I was having a little think, and by little obviously I mean a 10-15 minute sort of think, as to waiting around for these cows to grow up to get the leather, and then every 20 minutes or so running back here to harvest a bit of sugarcane that we have actually got. And I thought, why are we doing sugarcane like this? This is such a caveman way of doing things. And when we have got the necessary technology and advancements and materials at hand, we should actually be able to make, if I can get this chest open, thank you, we should be actually go ahead and make a sugarcane farm. Oh really, with the worms already? I've got to try to avoid doing that. I tend to do it a lot because I don't plan out what I'm about to say. Now, yes, sugarcane farm. What I was thinking is, we have it over this side, and where this corridor, now obviously I'm going to make this staircase a bit bigger, obviously the same sort of width as this, 3 wide. It will be coming down here, and then obviously where we're going to be branching off to get to our spider spawner down there, we're probably going to have like a landing over here. And then what I want to do is, so that's going to be 3 wide, that will be our glass layer, that will be our drop, that will be our sugarcane, and that will be our piston. So what's that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up enough pistons and observer blocks. I'm going to be doing the sugarcane farm that I've actually done a tutorial on, the simple one that uses just the observers and the pistons. We're going to want 64, so it'll be 32 along either side. And I'm hoping to be able to use water streams just to funnel it down to 1 hopper at either end, or maybe a few hoppers that join together underneath the ground. I'm not 100% certain on the collection system yet, but it means that I've got a little bit of crafting to do. How is it you make? We need pistons first of all, yeah? So it is, I do believe, how do we navigate through this? Piston. So it's going to be 4 stacks of cobblestone and 3 stacks of wood planks. That we can do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and do that. And then we want 3 stacks of wood. So let us go back. 1, 2, 3. And then we should be able to make 1 full stack of pistons. Very nice. And then the observers is, alright, it's going to be 2 stacks of redstone, 1 stack of nether quartz, and 6 stacks of cobblestone. I do believe I'm going to have to hop back into the nether because we've only got 59. And what I'm going to do first of all is, no, that's not valuable. They are valuable. I'm just going to throw that up there for 2 seconds. And I'm just going to hop into the nether, grab some nether quartz. I'll bring you back once the crafting's all done and I've cleared out that little area over there, and we'll make way on the sugarcane farm rather than doing the proper budget version of just planting and harvesting what we can near our base. But yeah, I'll bring you back after I've done a little bit of venturing in there fire and I've cleared out an area, so I'll see you back shortly. Alright guys, a quick progress update for you. I need a few, actually that's the perfect number, but I'm also going to need some more wood. Let's grab you, let's grab 2 more of you, and then iron, grab you, and then we're going to need 3 hoppers, 1, 2, 3, and we're also then going to need a bunch of sticks, and while we're here we're going to have to start smelting up some gold, because I've had to change it up. Initially I was hoping to be able to use water streams for the collection, but yes, unless you're using ice underneath, the items won't travel nearly quick enough to pass the one gap between it reaching the next water stream. And unfortunately without the silk touch, that yeah, it's unfortunately we can't use the cheaper method, which is a little bit weird considering that yeah, as you can see I've had water here and I tried out the water stream to see if it would work. I was testing items going up and down and they just weren't bridging that one wide gap where it would meet the next water stream. And it's a little bit weird how the more cost-effective method in our case would be having to use a hopper minecart with a rail. Oh, I've just fell down this hole and I didn't want to. And that doesn't tend to be the more cost-effective way, but as far as it is for us, the rarer resource for us to be able to get at the moment is going to be ice and packed ice, compared to the redstone, gold and iron that we have got. So I thought I'd just bring you in to show you just a little bit of progress that I've been making. I went ahead and bit the bullet and just started using the diamond pickaxe. I went through about 6 more iron pickaxes before I just got fed up of having to constantly run back and forth to get more. And yeah, so I've cleared out a fairly decent area. It's 32 long on both sides. Well, yeah, clearly both sides because it's just like one hallway, isn't it? But yeah, we're going to have 32 along this side and 32 along this side, 64 in total. And the only redstone gadgets that we need is obviously our redstone dust that we've not got on us, our 64 observers, our 64 pistons. But before doing that, I'm going to have to run the hopper minecart system underneath. That is going to be funneling into a chest, which I'm probably going to put into like a little trap doorway or something just under here, because it's going to have to be quite a little bit lower. So if we just go and put them 2 chests there, and then we get our hoppers like so, and then our hopper minecart is just going to be doing a round, running back and forth, doing a big U shape. And then what is going to happen is our pistons, yeah, no, yes, our pistons and observers are going to be just on these blocks here, and our sugarcane is actually going to be literally directly above the hopper minecart rail. And then we're going to have a glass border barrier to stop it flying any further. So that way this will essentially be a 100% lossless farm. It's going to be 100% lossless farm once it's done, compared to using the water streams where there was always going to be that potential loss. And really, it's just like whole inception around here. Let's just block that up for now, just so I'd stop falling in it. And if you're worried about how we're going to be able to get back down there, I've just made a hole down here so I know where the tunnel leads to. And what I'll probably end up doing is either a water elevator or some sort of minecart elevator, just to drop down into our mine shaft, so then we could do the strip mining, because that is what that stairway actually leads to. The spider farm is literally just down that hallway directly there. And our other thing is just up here, so we'll be coming down the stairs. It's going to be 3 wide stairs. This will be our floor. It will be covering obviously all of this like so, because our hopper minecart's going to be running underneath. And then we'll probably have a couple of trapdoors, or maybe one trapdoor with a little ladder just there, so then I can hop down and grab the sugarcane. Or at a later date, I can actually find. Don't want to punch that. At a later date, I could probably just find a way of feeding the sugarcane directly up. But obviously, this is a temporary solution for a long-term problem that we're going to have, and that is making books for bookcases and also books for enchanting. This is going to be extremely handy. So yeah, might as well. I'm just going to carry on and crack words. Oh my god, face palming myself whether or not to re-record this entire segment. But I'm just going to wing it and just go ahead and say I'm going to crack on, get a little bit more done. I've got to clear out this another couple of blocks higher, just so I've got enough room to work for the observers and place everything in. But first of all, I'm going to get the rail laid and I'm going to get the hopper minecart running. And then once I've got the dirt laid for the sugarcane to go on, I'll probably bring you back for whacking in the redstone gadgets and just go over, go over it, how it all works with you, just in case you didn't watch the tutorial. But yeah, I guess I'll see you back shortly with hopefully better English. Alright then guys, now we are nearly there. I made a bit of a boo-boo when I was building it. I completely forgot that water had to be next to the blocks to plant the actual sugarcane on. So I had to tear up all of the half-stone slabs and put water underneath them. I then dug out an area because we're going to have to be facing the observers inwards, which is a major hassle. And I tore through around about 12 iron picks, and then I ended up just resorting to using the diamond pick some more. And wow, my armor needs replacing soon. I've had quite a few mobs spawned down here. I had a creeper come and blow up, but it didn't cause too much damage. Everything's pretty much covered up now. So I can hear a zombie as well, and he's behind one of the walls. I just don't know where. So we just go along. Plant all of our sugarcane. I said plant all of our sugarcane. There we go. I should have... Keep on falling down that hole. I should have just enough to cover it. Like a so. And then we get our pistons. Very, very nice and easy. I'm a little bit worried about lighting in here though, but I think I'll be putting lighting in the main hallway. It sort of runs down, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then we want our observers facing into all of these. And then we want, what do we want? Redstone dust, don't we? Now obviously when one kicks off, I think it's the 15 going along will also kick off at the same time, but that's not too much of an issue because this is relying on them growing too high. So as soon as one grows 3 high, it will kick them all off. So technically there won't be any loss apart from the fact that it's having to kick out more like every so often, and that's like a fraction of a second. That if sugarcane tries to grow at that exact point, then so be it. Okay, I've got enough redstone dust, it's fine. I did light up all back here just because I didn't want mobs spawning here before I came back down. And that should be that. Now all we have to do is try to get rid of all of these. As you can see, a section of 15 along will kick off each time. And we can just get rid of all of these blocks. And there we go. That is all done and dusted. Let's just go pick up all of this cobblestone. Thank you. And pick up all of this. So you could just run straight across most of them one-way gaps. Now, because this block is going to be visible, we really want... That's not going to be enough, is it? Let me quickly hop back upstairs. We're going to want some stone bricks because obviously where the stuff's going to be visible. Any chickens? Oh, we've got a couple of baby ones there ready to get grown up. 10 more chicken in there while I've been building it. Now we want our stone bricks. We've got any sort of stone. We've got some stone bricks. Got some stone there. We only need a stack worth, so where are you? I'm going blind. There you are. Thank you. I am finding that sort of quick craft menu extremely helpful, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be a nuisance, but it is actually quite handy to have. So stone bricks can go straight along here. Nice. And then the same again for this side. Nice, and fall down the hole. And it's a hole that I can't actually get out of. Awesome. Let's break a couple of you. We're probably going to want wood coming down the centre, aren't we? Which will look a lot better, which will tie it in with our things. So we'll have the cobblestone stairs coming down. And then we can have like a wood sort of floor. Wood sort of floor, yeah. As you see, I had to replace the water source because I had to fill it all up. Now, yeah, we'll probably have a wood flooring and with the stone brick trim where the glass is obviously going to be sitting above, because when it kicks out we want it to hit the glass and then obviously drop onto the block because we got the hopper minecart directly underneath going back and forth. And yeah, I think it's coming along fairly decently, albeit painfully. Now that is all good. Now what I'm going to have to go and do is I'm going to have to go and find somewhere to gather a bunch of sand to smelt up into glass, which is going to be quite difficult because as you can see on our map, there is like nowhere that is sandy at all. You've got snow mountains, so I'm going to have to start just hitting up the shorelines and grabbing whatever glass I can. Now, how much exactly do I need? It's 32 along. We're going to want it to be at least 3 high. So that would be what, 3 stacks of 64 that we're going to need? Yeah, for both sides, 3 stacks of 64 smelted up into glass. I'm going to go off, find the sand, smelt it up, get that all done and dusted. I'll probably do a lot of the cosmetic work stuff off camera, rather than you having to endure through the process of all the little bits of me having to tear up the floor. I'm probably going to take the ceiling up by about another 1 and replace it with maybe half stone slabs just to tie in with the rest of our sort of man cave that we're going for at the moment. But what I did actually go and do is I went and harvested a bunch of oak leaves when I was doing the trees. So what I may actually do is do a ceiling of the oak leaves, maybe trimmed with the oak wood logs as our ceiling, and then have hidden lighting underneath, or yeah, underneath the leaves. But it means that I may have to pop into the nether to grab some glowstone, which is always a bit of a risky endeavour, but I will crack on with that. I probably won't do any more recording until tomorrow morning because it's going to take me quite a while to get all this cosmetic stuff done and out of the way with. But the majority of the farm, all the redstone's in, and once it starts growing, hopefully, fingers crossed, it will start growing at some point today. If we lay it up a bit more maybe. Come on, grow, grow, grow now. I don't think it works that way, does it? Yes, all the redstone stuff's in. As you saw, I've done the exact same simple sort of thing that I've done in my tutorial beforehand, and it is just very, very basic and simple. It's quite excessive, to be honest with you, with the observer blocks, but I wanted it to be extremely efficient and I wasn't hurting for redstone dust. And the nether quartz is quite easily accessible in the nether. Like where we've spawned in the nether, it's quite open, it's quite easy to get about, and there's quite a lot of nether quartz dotted about. But this should hopefully supply all of our paper needs to make all of the books that we're going to need for our enchanting. And yeah, so I'll probably catch you first thing tomorrow morning when I've done all of the cosmetic bits and pieces. So, see you back shortly. Alright guys, now a lot of progress has actually been made. I'm gonna... Oh, no way, there's been loads of thunderstorms and I didn't realise that there was a skeleton horse over here. I've never... Oh, no, no, bad idea, bad idea. Get out of the water, get out of the water. Okay, kinda hoping that the sun ends up breaking their helmets and they die because I ain't got a bow. And as you can probably tell by my level, it's dropped by about 8 or 9 levels since our last clip. I went AFK for about 15 to 20 minutes while eating my dinner, and yeah, I just come back and it said you died. I didn't see by what. So I actually took the time in between cuts to go back out and do a whole bunch more mining. So as you can see by here, our resources are being topped up again. We've got quite a lot of redstone, quite a lot of lapis, quite a lot of iron there, quite a lot of gold. Oh, really? Come on. And I really don't want to die because what I wanted to do, if I wasn't being interrupted, was actually do the first enchant of my world on camera with you lot after these skeletons die, I'm hoping. They should be drowning any second. I'm just hoping that the horses don't all drown. Ouch. Where's my sword? There it is. Come on then, guy, just hurry up and die. Okay, so we've got a lot of bones there. We've got one more skeleton still hopping down in the water. Let's just run over here. Oh, there's 2 of them still in the water. There's no point because if I try getting the water to fight them, they'll just end up shooting me back. Have I? Oh my god, there's still one on this horse. Get lost. There we go, he's dead. Oh, give me your bow. Oh my god, this is not how I wanted this recording clip to go, but what the hell? Can't keep them bobbing up and down, mate. There we go. That's 1, 2. Just die. There we go. 3 hits on that guy. We've still got 1 bobbing up and down over there. How do you tame? Really? Will you? Come on then. There's only 1 of you left. That's the first time I had the 3 horsemen thing actually happen in my world. And that's including the console edition as well. It's getting to night time. Okay, are these guys just like instantly tame then? Because that guy didn't try to buck me off for nothing. Let me quickly go to sleep, stop other mobs from spawning. Now, I don't really know what the rules are around these skeleton horses. I've not actually had them before. And they don't seem to be burning or anything, so it's as long as they're enclosed, you know, I think it's within a 10 by 10 area or something like that, they shouldn't despawn. Okay. But yeah, they look like they're all just instantly tamed as soon as you hop on them. Can you not get through that? Oh, you could jump over, that's fine. Their health isn't very good though, so... There's the last one gone. There was actually 4, wasn't there? Got a zombie over there in the water. I don't know why there was 4. I'm worried that if I go near this one, the lightning's going to strike and there's going to be another 3 appear. Oh, come on. That was a critical hit. Okay, no lightning, please. Oh, no, this one just seems to be wandering. Okay, well, we got ourselves... Ow! We got ourselves shot is what we got. Oh yeah, you can't actually mount these while they're in the water. Can we just push you along? Yep, sorry to kill your time. I may just actually cut a lot of this flapping about out, but I did not actually plan that to happen, so Let's just hop on over. He's got quite a high jump. Come on, get out of my way. And we've got one more, which is just around here. Yeah, their health is all pretty garbage, but one of them's got a pretty decent jump on him. Okay, now that's all taken care of, we'll get back to what we was doing. I've made quite a lot of progress on the sugarcane farm, which we've been working on. It's actually been a day or so since I've done any recording, so I sort of lost track of what I was doing. But we need just a little bit more wood to finish off our bookshelves in order to get the full amount that we need for the full level 30 enchantment. And by a lot of mining, I mean I done a lot of mining, and I went smelting up all of our iron to try and get XP from the furnaces, and obviously that only does a little bit of XP. We really need to get an XP farm up and running, so that is coming up. And in my efforts of getting XP going out caving, I managed to find another 2 spawners. Now I have found 6 spawners so far on this world within that one map, and 5 of them are spider spawners. So I think it's just like the law of averages that it wants me to actually build a spider spawner. So that is what I've actually been working on in my redstone test world, which then brings me to my next problem, is that the only way of bringing spiders down to like a one-hit sort of kill is by crushing them. And to crush them, the only way that I've managed to do it in my redstone test world is by using sticky pistons with blocks on. Now, initially I did try seeing if I could just use sand to push them up into a ceiling. That way we wouldn't need sticky pistons, because there is no swamps at all on our first map. Everywhere I went around, I did look around the entire map, and it's mainly just tigers. The one with all the spruce trees, there's like 3 different variations of that biome. Sorry if I'm just killing time hitting leaves at the moment, but I want to make sure that this is fully planted before I head back off, otherwise it's gonna irk me some. Come on, I only need a couple more saplings. Yeah, so as I was saying, like, we need sticky pistons for the spider spawner sort of mob farm design that I've done in my redstone test world. That works pretty well, and it is extremely, well, it's probably as efficient as a standard mob spawner can be. So yeah, we definitely need slime balls, and so I actually went online and looked at the chunk loader or chunkfinder.com, and there's actually a slime chunk relatively close to me. It is at 576.32. So as you can see, it's very, very close. It's only around about another 20 or 30 blocks that way. And which way is it? Did I say 52? No, 32. 32 would be, yeah, and about another 10 or so blocks that way, so it's not that far. We can actually whack a very small slime sort of spawning pad, just enable us to get the slime balls so I can crack on with the spider farm. But we have finally got the wood needed to build the last of the bookshelves, to then create our enchantment table stuff, and yeah, fun times. So already got 10 bookcases, got 17 books there, we've got obsidian, another book, a couple of diamonds, and then all of our crafting things. So that's our enchantment table. Let's just grab another couple of stacks of wood, make our last 5 bookshelves. Happy days. Can we just throw this up on the ceiling for the time being? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, please don't tell me I've messed this up already. I've not messed it up, but I am going to have to destroy a little bit of my base to make this work. I haven't got silk touch, and I can't be asked to craft these things again. So if we just do that, that should work. Yeah, the whole reason that I'm not really worried about this being a permanent fixture sort of thing is because I'm going to be moving it to wherever our new like XP farm's going to be. So we want a 1, 2, and then another 1, 2. I think it's 15 bookshelves for the full enchantment with the enchantment table in the middle. Well, according to the wiki, it is. Usually I do a 2 high, going a third of the way around, and it tends to get the full enchantment, but we're actually going to need a diamond pickaxe because I completely tore through our last one. That is not where our diamonds are. Now, I know I'm holding you in suspense to see what I've done. Oh, there we go. The enchanter. To see what I've done with the sugarcane farm as far as cosmetics go, and I will be showing you that very shortly. And why have I only got 2 diamonds? Have I forgotten how to make a diamond pickaxe? Now, the main thing that I really want on a diamond pickaxe is efficiency and unbreaking, because I'm going to have to be digging out the spider farm and the slime chunk very soon, like extremely soon. So yeah, unbreaking and efficiency will come dead in handy. Okay, and let's see, we have got unbreaking, so come on, really? First enchantment, and it's just unbreaking, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Yeah, wasn't very. It was very anticlimactic for a first enchantment, as far as I'm concerned. Considering that it took me a hell of a long time to get the last 5 levels in order to do that on camera with you guys. But yeah, we've got an enchanted pickaxe. It's the first one of the season. I'm going to try my best not to completely wear it down, so I want to throw this in an item frame as a sort of memorial thing. Now, as you can see, I've extended our little pathway coming down here. I've decided to go for the leaves in the walls, as opposed to the leaves in the ceiling that I went for down there, which I'll show you in a sec. I'm not sure, because it's been a couple of days since I've done recording. I'm not sure if I showed you this. I'm fairly sure the last cut off I said I was going to be doing the glass and just doing the cosmetics, and I think I might have just cracked on with it. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I've got the glowstone hidden in the ceiling with the leaves going on top. I've got it framed off in oak wood with the glass running in front. We've got our minecart running underneath. This is what produced all of our lovely sugarcane for our paper for our bookshelves, and it's working out quite a treat. Now, with the stairways, I've implemented a number of the different building blocks, or block palette, as you can probably say, in our base already. So we've got the oak wood, we've got the oak wood fence, we've got the stone bricks, we've got the smooth stone slabs. There we go, 3 S's in a row. So we've got that implemented in here. We've also got the green, because I definitely needed a little bit of colour. Just the greys and browns and dull tones were doing me in a bit. So I decided to whack the leaves in the walls. I think it looks pretty decent as long as it's set back by a block, which this is. And then we've got the little banister running on top of the wood logs. We've got some glowstone hidden underneath some trapdoors, and that runs all the way up here. So yeah, I think this hallway looks fairly decent, and then it runs down into our sugarcane farm, which I think looks pretty good. This is like just going to be a hallway to another section. Now, the reason that I have not done anything with this wall and this wall is because I'm thinking of having this as like an open top balcony bit with maybe a small staircase going off either side, because I'm fairly sure that is the direction that our slime chunk is meant to be in. It's a 576 to 591, so that would be, no, 576 to 591 would be from here going to just back there, and it was also on the 32 to 47 mark, so that would have been, yeah, so it is just going down that way. So if we wanted to, we could do like a little staircase going down like that way there, and then having it wrapping off to the right hand side, which would then lead to a sort of open source slime chunk. Now, I'm not going to go mad and do a ridiculously OP one like I did in my last one, well, my last Let's Play series on the console edition, because when it comes to slime balls, you don't actually need that many. It's deceptively, unless you're planning on using slime blocks in a lot of your builds, which I don't tend to do. I heard a skelly. I don't know where it is. Which I don't really tend to do. And yeah, so the last slime farm that I done was, it took ridiculous amounts of hours to do it the way that I wanted it to do it. It did come out pretty decent, but this one I'm going to go for I'm going for very minimalistic sort of farms, as you can probably tell. I've designed a fairly decent cow breeder. Now, what I didn't realise is that I'd done a lot of testing in my redstone test world with the cow breeder before I just whacked them all in the pen to see how simple or difficult it would be. And why is there a chicken in there? Get out of there. And by my surprisement, for some reason on the Bedrock edition, I was unable to breed cows in a 1x1 block. If they're standing in the same block, they just won't breed. And also a 2x1 block, they still wouldn't breed for me, even bobbing up and down in water. It took them in a 3x1 block, so it would be like 1, 2, 3, say 4, 5, and then it would be around about, what is it, that sort of shape, 3x1, yeah. It would be that sort of gap that you would need for the cows to be able to breed. And I found that really weird, and that is the only thing that was stopping me from making the cow farm that I have designed into a sort of micro farm, because the sort of back end where you have to have them breeding is obviously going to have to be a little bit chunky just due to that restriction. If you was able to breed them in a 1x1, I could have made it so small, but we've got that to look forward to. This episode's probably running on a little bit long now. I'm probably going to do a little bit more mining. I'm probably going to start digging out the slime chunk and probably just get the basis of that so we can crack that out at the beginning of the next episode, and then move on to the XP farm for the main part of the next episode, hopefully, fingers crossed. I say with a sort of slanted face because I'm not too sure on how much or how far I'm going to get done with everything. But I know for a fact this episode is now running long and I've been talking for far too long. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.